Yo, what is up YouTube? And in this video I'll be showing you guys how to properly apply Abralon to your bowling ball. Dancing is what to do. And give me a big thumbs up for that new intro. That intro looks really cool. And tell me down in the comments below, how do you think this microphone is? Because I just got this. It was like 24 bucks. I'll link it down in the description. And it sounds pretty good for what I've heard, but tell me what you guys think down below. So first you're going to want to get your bowling ball. So I'm going to put this off to the side. So I hope you can still hear me good with it over here. But first you're going to get your bowling ball. This is just an old spare ball that I had. This is just for a demonstration. I don't really use this at all. But first you're going to want to get an Abralon pad. So there's a whole bunch of different grits. I'll explain some to you. So the higher the number is, the less surface will be on the ball. So the lower it is, the more dullness you're going to have on the ball. So I suggest you have a 3000, a 2000, a 1500, and 1000, and maybe even if you want like a 500 grit Abralon. But I really like to stay around 3000 to 1500 because that's where I get them. So I have a couple of 1000s, another 1000, a 2000. I did have a 1500. So I have 3 1000s and 1 2000. I did have a 1500, but I think I threw it away because it was like the texture of the sandiness kind of wore off. So the first thing is from someone that like taught me a lot about bowling. His name's Stanley. He told me wet them, get them kind of damp a little bit, and then you're gonna want to do circles and put some elbow into it. So I'm gonna go wet these right now. I'm gonna go wet a couple of them.
A few moments later.
So I got one wet right here. So you just want to run it slightly around the top of it where it's gonna be sanded on. So I'm gonna bring the ball over here. So you're gonna want to do circles and not go like this. You want to do circles around it and really put some elbow grease into it. Don't just be lightly doing. Put some oomph into the ball. So you just want to press down and go in circles like this, and just keep going around the ball. And it's better if you wet it because it stays on there longer, and when it's wet, it holds in all the dust. So if you don't wet it, it makes the ball really dusty, and it just makes it really it makes it all dusty. So the water keeps all the dust from going everywhere. See, when you use water, it all gets into here, and then when you slap it, whole bunch of dust comes out, and it's not good to breathe in. I don't know why I just did that. So you're gonna want to do circles, around 2 to 3 circles, 2 to 3 circles, and then spin a little bit like this, and then you want to put a lot of elbow grease into it. So really use it, and the more surface you want on it, the longer you use it, I guess. So you want to do it everywhere pretty much evenly. Just go around the whole bowling ball. So that's pretty much done. You can either let it sit to dry, or if you're in a hurry, I just like to use the other side of the Abralon pad because it has kind of like a soft texture, kind of like a towel or a microfiber towel. It has that kind of surface. So you can you just grab it and just lightly wipe it, just wipe it off, and it will dry as well. You can just let it dry. I'm not sure if these Abralon pads will do anything to it because these ones are pretty old. I haven't replaced them in a while, and this one gets kind of wet easily. So just get another one and just kind of. And if you have like a chamois or something like that, I'll grab a chamois or a microfiber towel. You could just use that, and then just pick it up and wipe it off like you would if you're bowling. And this thing is pretty wet, so it'll dry, and it's not doing much to the surface. So it's doing something to it. It's doing a little bit to the surface, but like I said, these Abralon pads are kind of old, so they haven't been replaced in a while. Some people use them once and then throw them away. I use them 2 to 3 times and then throw them away. But it'll look nicer when it's fresh, but you could definitely see a difference that this is duller. It's just not as dull as it should be if it was a fresh Abralon pad. But it's going to give you some more hook. So you usually do this on an oily pattern or oily lane condition, something like that. So someone recommended in the comments below, his name is Trauma ER. He recommended I do Bowling 101, showing guys things that I do for my bowling, and this is thanks to him for recommending a video like this. So it's pretty straightforward. You just gotta wet it. You don't have to, but I recommend it. And you just go in circles all the way around and put some elbow grease into it. Really put some effort in doing the bowling ball. And the tournament I'm doing this upcoming days, it's most likely going to be a long pattern, so I'm probably going to need some new Abralon pads for that. And you can definitely tell now that it's really drying. It is duller. It is duller now. So that's pretty much it. So just click right up here to subscribe, and click right here to see my next video. So click right here to see my last video, and click right up here if you're not subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe right here. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And put down in the comments what kind of bowling video tutorial I should do next.